much has changed in Argentina, wine-wise, over the last few years, but what would you say is the real future of Argentinian wine?
I think the future of Argentina is to make wines that has uniqueness and identity. And the only way to make wines that has this is talking about the place. So I think the future of Argentina is in the places. Not looking a perfect wine, looking wines that talk about the place and about our culture here. So thinking the grape, thinking the Malbec, that is our best grape, like the vehicle to express the place. But really try to communicate and to show the diversity that we have in terms of weather and in terms of soil. And when you combine weather, soil and culture of the people, you make wines that you can repeat in other places of the world.
And you are known for a fantastic long-term vision. What are your main objectives now for this winery at Piedra Infinita?
My main objective of the winery is to make wines that talk about three very important things. Every wine for me has to talk about three things. One is the place, and when you talk about the place, you talk about the weather, you talk about the soil. The second about my vision like a producer, what I'm looking for, how I'm dreaming, what I want to do. And the third thing is the year, because every year is different in the weather. So when you combine in a bottle of wine these three things, for me you are talking about the heart of the wine, that is uniqueness.
And what would the heart be of the wines produced here?
Here, my passion is that if I want to make wines that talk about the place, is make the place. So in my way to work in the vineyard is try to make wines that the vineyard is in balance with the place, and then in the winery respect a lot what I'm doing in the vineyard. So try to do the less intervention in terms of the wines talk more about the place than me. I know that I'm important because, or people is important in wine, because if you don't cultivate, you can make a wine. But I try that my wines talk more about the place, talk more about this mountain, that this mountain is the sense of everything in our region.
Can you sum up that style?
The wines that we make here, I like that the wines has texture, that the texture has to come from the soil. I like that the wines has good drinkability, that is very, very important, but avoiding sweetness, because for me, wine need to have a long end in terms of the mouth, combine the acidity with the texture, and in the nose, not only talk about the black or red fruit, also talk about when you go to the mountain, the smell of the mountain. So combine this herbs expression that we have in the mountain. So the wine has to talk a little bit in the glass about also the landscape.